when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed. We want on that team, we can, ooh Lord, blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Namesu eradise wunimi banko biane mabanke se yankupana medeme ho matoso. Surely He will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of He who died and rose again, shall you succeed and be blessed in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. He done this in the Most High, Almighty God, Creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Let me hear you say, ooh Lord, Everybody sing, ooh Lord, We want on that team, we can, ooh Lord, You've been so long. You got the enemy, hearing me. Mommy, don't run from Eddie Dibia. Ujao mi konsiwa emujo, na manunga shemi kerama. Ujao mi konsiwa emujo, na manunga shemi kerama. Enti, misuro, anajubo bombiara. Misuro, anajubo bombiara. Onone makucham, Nyannimu anije, Ninu nasina metina. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David danced. Feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe to let. I feel blessed when your mindfulness upon my life. We can dance like David did. We want on that team who can, ooh, Lord. Blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High.
Hey, Charlie. What's up? Chai, broke money. 20, no contribution, no chop. But you pan 20 for this. See, I don't get nothing. The second baby just landed. So soon. But the first baby is just a year old.
That is why he has kept it a secret.
See, I just can't help it. My babe is fine.
Look who is talking. We have fine wives too.
But we plan our lives. Our wives take secure.
Secure oral contraceptive pill is trusted by many women because it has helped them to effectively plan their families.
Jobo, have a discussion with your wife and go see your doctor or midwife for advice.
Charlie, you guys will pee my eyes for. Go pay it.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, stop! You little man, just see him go. This baby can run all day long. I wonder what I would do if there were two of him. I am very happy I decided to wait before having another child. Luckily, I met a family planning advisor at a salon who gave me great advice. I also claimed the Advantage Secure gifts. Now I can space the birth of my children as I want. With Secure, I decide.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
I like it here. I've learned a lot in 2 years. I have just 1 year to finish. My boyfriend and his family have come home to do the knocking, but I'm being very careful. I don't want to get pregnant and break my schooling.
Hello, welcome to Encore, the Facebook Live platform on which we discuss all things love, marriage, relationships, sex, and what have you. They call me Whyte. I am with Roverman Productions, and for every episode for granted, and I am so happy that you could be with us today. Today, I have a huge surprise for you. In fact, I have 2 surprises for you, all rolled into one. But before we get there, a few matters arising. One, you know, since March, Roverman has not, we've not come out. We've not come up with a production. We've not done anything. All because of this illness that has no respect for anybody. And so we have been we have been going hungry. My people will say, Yebuada. Now, thank God, this December, we'll be able to bring you our festival. We've put together 5 of our best plays. So we're bringing you Unhappy Wives, Confused Husbands. We are bringing you Sex Scandal. We are bringing you Women on Fire, and then Terms of Divorce, and then Bananas and Granules. The dates, 25th, 27th, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And the place, of course, National Theatre. All COVID-19 protocols will be strictly adhered to. So in other words, when you're coming, come with your nose mask. We'll give you something to wash your hands. We'll give you sanitizer. And then there will be a bit of spacing. The only people we may not insist on day spacing are those who will be coming as couples. Because if they want to infect each other, they've done it already. So we don't need to pretend they are not coming to infect each other. So keep the dates open, 25th to the 3rd at the National Theatre, and 5 plays for festival. The tickets for the whole 5 will go for 300 cedis. But if you want to pick and choose, as some of you I know would, then it's 80 cedis per play. As you realize, we had announced in January that we're going to increase our fees to 100. But because of these times, we can't really do that. So we are keeping the old rates still. So we hope you'll be able to join us and let us have some fun. Now, on Monday, Ghana goes to the polls. We're going to vote. I have registered to vote. I hope you have. That is, if you're of age. And I hope you would exercise your franchise. Today, I just want to make an appeal for people to ensure, all of us to ensure that we play our role in ensuring that this election time is free, fair, and violence-free. It is safe. So please don't wear a party T-shirt to the polling pool. When you finish voting, please leave the scene, and then you can come back later when the polls have closed to hear the results. But don't hang around, just leave. And when you go in, please make sure that you have your nose mask on. You know, I don't think that anyone can tell you not to have a party affiliation. But the truth is this, that for most of us, they will never know us. The politician you are fighting for, the politician you are screaming for, may never know you. So your life is important. If there is even one injury during these elections, it is one injury too many, and it will be shameful for Ghana. Let's do better. Let's show the Americans how voting is to be done and how power can be exercised. So Monday, let's all be at our best behavior. But whilst preparing for it, I thought, since we are in the elections mode, let me make a little presentation on elections. What can elections teach us about love and relationships? And so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to share with you my thoughts as to how a firm understanding of the democratic system would make you a better lover. So let's go. The key thing is governance is about the arms of government. If you did government in school, they would have taught you that there are 3 arms of government. We have the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. Now, people, of course, sometimes talk about the 4th estate of the realm when they talk about the media, but that is not in the book. It's just the 3. Now, on paper, they are supposed to be free and independent of each other, and they are supposed to be equal. But we do know that the power is really exercised by the president, who is head of the executive. Now, and I see that as interesting because of its relationship, its correlation with relationships. Now, if you think of the man as the president, then you can think of the woman as parliament. The two must learn to work together. Otherwise, nothing would work. There are things the president can't do. He would need the permission of parliament to do. There are things parliament cannot do because even when they put together a bill, it remains a bill until the president signs it. Then it becomes law. And if we can get that one into our minds, that in a relationship, yes, the Bible may say that the man is the head of the house and things like that, but it doesn't mean he can bully his way around and get away with it. It is the president needs parliament, parliament needs the president. And that is a picture of our relationship. But let me take it to another level. Whether you are in the executive, whether you are the president, or you are in parliament, in the legislature, you would have to stand for re-election every now and then. In our case, every 4 years. In some other people's case, every 5 years. But let's take ours, every 4 years. I have always said that I believe relationships would have been perfect if every marriage is for a 4-year term. And then at the end of the 4 years, the two of you sit together and decide, are we going to do another 4 years or not? And then, depending on how living with you has been, I agree and we go and we sign for additional 4 years. And then that 4 years come and we go back again and sign for an additional 4 years. And we'll keep on signing for 4 years till one of us is not available to sign anymore. That's until death do us part. I believe if that was the case, a lot of people who are messing up in their relationships right now will stop. Because if you know that in the next 4 years, the lady or the man will have to decide whether he wants another 4 years with me or not, I think it will be very, very different. But well, I am not God. I don't have any power. I can't enforce this. I can't even make it happen. But I wish it could happen. I wish it could happen. I wish that somewhere in the universe there is a world where that happens, because I think that would be wonderful. But the idea is this. Great relationships happen when each party gives the other reasons why they should continue in the relationship. That's what makes for great relationships. When the man keeps giving the lady every reason why he should be her man. And when the woman keeps giving the man reasons why she should be his woman. And if you are not doing that in your relationship, then you don't have a great relationship. Then something is wrong and you are not living up to expectations. So think about it. As we go and vote on Monday, let's remember this. See your relationship as an election, as power, as you in government. And make sure you give the electorate reasons why they should keep you in power perpetually. So that is the little tune I wanted to do today. Now, I promise you that I have a surprise for you. Today, I have two of my favorite people here. I have Ochiami with me. Ochiami and I go back a long way. We met for the first time at National Theatre when he was about 3 years old. we met at the conference center. And I think it was love at first sight. I liked him immediately. I liked his humility. I liked his style. I liked his swag. I liked his creativity. And it was fun. And we've kept that, not just with Ochiami, but with his wife, Annie. And I am happy that Ochiami is with me today. But today also, one of my adopted daughters one who keeps giving me reason to be very, very proud of her. And on Saturday, she took it to another level when she won the MTN Hitmaker for 2020. She went by the stage name Adepa, but we don't know her here as Adepa. So when she comes on, we will call her by her real name and all the nicknames we know for her. She doesn't know some of the nicknames we have for her, but it's going to be fun. The interesting thing is that when she's one of those people, the more you embarrass her, the more beautiful she gets. So I'll look for reasons to embarrass her on this platform so you can see how beautiful, how even more beautiful she is. We'll come back. I'll take a break right now, and then when we come back, I'll go back to my people, and we'll have an interesting discussion. Please don't go away.
Hey, Charlie. What's up?
Chai, Roverman 2020, no contribution, no chop.
But you pan 20 for this. See, I don't get nothing. The second baby just landed. So soon? But the first baby is just a year old.
That is why he has kept it a secret.
See, I just can't help it. My babe is fine.
Look who is talking. We have fine wives too.
But we plan our lives. Our wives take Secure.
Secure oral contraceptive pill is trusted by many women because it has helped them to effectively plan their families.
Jobo, have a discussion with your wife and go see your doctor or midwife for advice.
Charlie, you guys open my eyes. Wow.
Go pay it.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, Charlie.
I like it here. I've learned a lot in 2 years. I have just 1 year to finish. My boyfriend and his family have come home to do the knocking, but I'm being very careful. I don't want to get pregnant and break my schooling. That is our madam. I really want to be like our madam. You should see her children, well spaced and also healthy and going to such good schools. I also claim the freedom Secure gives. With Secure, I decide.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Thank you very much for staying with us. And once again, I do not take the fact that you joined me for granted. I hope that every week we give you reason to come back for another dose. So, I've already introduced my guests. I have Ochiami, the Ochiami himself.
Uncle.
Ochiami.
Uncle.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You know, I'm always excited to see you.
Me too.
You know, always excited. And I keep on, what would he be wearing this time? Because you always up the game.
Thank you.
I suspect to crash it where you pajamas cry branded.
You know, Uncle, in the final analysis of branding,
yes,
it must be left with the edge, EDGE, everyday great expectation. You know, so
everyday
great expectation. You know, so
wow, okay, but I don't use pajamas anyway. Maybe I'm feeling pajamas here.
Who share pajamas?
Debbie.
Me say now, me share nika na me share pajamas.
Okay.
Because when we were children, whenever my father was a gentleman, something like you, classic gentleman. Okay. He schooled in Italy and all that.
All right.
So he would buy pajama, but I remember every time I wear it, I would urinate.
In it?
Yes.
So you didn't want it?
So they realized that it was jinxing my sleep.
Wow. But this time, when you saw good cat,
Debbie, say there. Obana se mention Uncle Ebo. because we must be better than our parents, and our children will be better than us. So.
And Yanni, I'm quite no officer, I'm going to do some panos on your mom. And a big boy himself. Amma.
Yes, Uncle.
Good to see you.
You too.
Hey, Amma.
Uncle.
Hey, MTN hitmaker, I'll make here. Ojiana, Ushu. Wait, and look award no.
There be. Ne ye performance shoe back on, but as minya baby am fan konti, e se me dress the ba.
Cause me who say what she say that. And me who say me too. When I saw you sitting there with it, hey, ha, MTN hitmaker. I see you could be. Your shoe, at least your shoes best sir. But Amma, you have no idea how proud I was.
Oh.
When you stood there and the guy came up with a thing and was trying to delay the announcement, I said, foolish boy, announce the thing quickly. Let's go. What did you whisper to the young man? Because at a certain time, it was just the two of you standing there, and you said something to him.
I was like, look at how he's happy. He was just beaming, and I don't know, it was cheering me up, but I was basically laughing at him because he was so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I think he was nervous a bit, so I was just trying to ease the tension.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Aye. No, he was nervous a bit, so I wanted to ease the tension for him.
Yes.
Yeah, that is Amma. Yeah. Hey, that is Amma. Yeah. Tension slow, no? Kwame, you were one of the judges.
Yes.
Who was on her side.
Yes.
I could say that.
Yes.
You loved the fact that she could rap. You could love the fact that she could sing and things like that. What did you think of her generally?
You know, she has a very unassuming character.
Okay.
You know, she looks like a regular Akan girl, short, dark. You know, the hair. When you look at her without the mask, she looks like a cousin or the girl next door.
Okay.
You know, and as a person who is going to be celebrated, you sort of need to look a little mysterious. I didn't find that with her at all. But when she opened her mouth,
yeah,
then I realized that, oh, okay, so that whole humble demeanor is just a vessel carrying something greater.
Yes.
You know, so I fell in love with her. Immediately, she sang her first song, and the voice is big.
Yeah.
And she didn't just stand there like she had presence. Whenever she was performing, wherever she moved, the eye followed her because there's the total balance of the singing, the body language, the clothes, the personality. Everything was just like she looked like a star. You know, even though she looked like my cousin.
Yeah.
So I was sort of confused. I said, what's wrong with her?
This is a girl next door.
Yes, this is a girl next door. She's doing this.
When did the girl next door become a star?
Exactly. You know, so I fell in love with her performance immediately.
Yeah.
And then I always expected, and then she kept the brand on edge. You know, every time she came, there was great expectation. And she never once, you know, dimmed the light. So I gave her 100 for every time she came.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Amma, take us through
Uncle.
the mission, the journey of Hitmakers.
Okay. It's something I've always wanted to do. Minka sika wo fia nka mi anka enyom to no start ache.
Okay.
But one, na me ferry ade. I don't know, eba nyom to mo I'm shy. On my own, I'm very confident, but when it comes to singing, I'm shy. So apart from money being an issue and then confidence, I just felt it would be great if I could at least come through a competition. It will make me sit up, fight the fears, and then also get some good money to start my own stuff. And I tried it twice, but every time there was something else to be done. So I think 2017, I was at the audition grounds, and then my church was calling because I teach the children there choreography. So I was the choreography leader. Then they all called, Auntie Amma, Auntie, you coming? Auntie Amma, we are coming to start. Oh. And then I'm like, Amma, this thing is very important to me. But at the end, I had to wait. I think at the right time, God will make it all come through. I can't sideline God's thing just because I want this. So I went for that. I went to the church to take them through the choreography for that day. And then I missed the 2017 opportunity. And then there was last year where I almost made it to the final, the top 12. And then there was the play we were doing with Roverman. So I had to also leave for that. And it was to think that I did that 2017, left, and now another year, another opportunity, and then I'm leaving. It really bummed me. And so this time around, I said I wasn't going to go. And then a best friend of mine said, no, this thing has been in you forever. I told her I'm old. She said, no, there's no way you are old. If anyone is old, it's not you. So go and give it one more try. If it doesn't work, fine. But then give it just one more try. And then I came. But I didn't even want the judges or anything to say, hey, akwe wabasa yemnim no. Or banya, ebedu baby no be fee competition no. So I decided to wear the mask. And then also work. I don't have the permission to leave and do my own thing. So I just felt if I'm behind the mask, they won't know. And it will just be talent. If they like me, I know my talent is good enough. So I came through, and then little by little by little, I didn't see myself getting to the finish end actually, but God did something and showed me some things. And that's how eventually I made it to winning the MTN Hitmaker this year.
Nimripim.
Yes.
Nimripim. Oh, by the way, who is this friend who asked you to give it one last try?
Oh, she's called Lily Ayayi.
Okay.
Yes.
Lily Adasio.
My primary best friend.
And I think I know your music director. Music director Adasio. Yeah, Moudin. We'll mention your name.
Boo boo.
Not now. Not now. Bravo, Breno. But Yanka Masam and award of Masam Yaka. When the name was mentioned, what went through your mind?
I was actually expecting Tuesday's name to be mentioned, so.
You're expecting the other guy's name?
Yes. Because he's young. I mean, who is now 30 coming to start music career? You know. So it was really something I wasn't expecting. And then coupled with that, I was very tired from everything that had gone on. So I really just wanted to sleep. And they now said Adepa. I was like, wait, that was my name. And you know, I'm called Amakumi.
Yes.
So the Adepa was not registering.
Okay.
So I think the host even said Adepa Papa. She said some things I wasn't even hearing. And so it was all surreal to me. And I realized, no, the thing is happening. I've actually won.
That has happened.
Yes. But I still just wanted to sleep.
You just wanted to sleep?
Yes. So it's the next day that the thing hit me. Said Debbie.
That's after you had slept and woken up?
Yes.
I mean, I come into me not do.
And the crowd 4 na me die. 4 no.
Some of you were filmed well. Some of us in Kobe Abetianka. Now, so they gave you. It came with something.
Yes.
Away.
Something no. It will feel.
I think there be a man.
Near crowd.
And I could tell. Sure.
Next time in the bed, bro.
And well, congratulations. But for us at Roverman, you've always been a star. From day one. From the day you came and auditioned in a wedding gown. Oba audition. Now she was the maid of honor for somebody. And she turned up on a Sunday.
Yes.
And they were going to church and then to dinner, to lunch on that day. So she was dressed as a maid servant and came as the bridesmaid and came to the audition. So I remember looking at her and looking at the audition and said, hey, now why are you coming for audition? Also, I am the bridesmaid. And so she had just quickly flashed through for this thing. And then, okay, do a song for us. And she did a song she had written. And that's it. Are you surprised I remember?
No, actually, your brain, I love it.
Well, so I remember the day you came. Yeah. But Kwame,
Uncle.
Yenin,
Okay.
I want us to move from celebrity and things like that. Let's talk about love.
Love.
Yeah, let's talk about love.
Okay.
We had you and Anika here for a discussion, and it was one of our high points.
Wow.
The two of you.
Wow.
The two of you are a unique couple. You're a wonderful couple.
Thank you.
I still remember your son when I asked him which of you he would choose, and he said, I don't want to get into trouble. I'm going back home. I don't want to get into trouble. Kwame, after all these years, how many years now you married?
11. But Annie and I have been together for 15 years. But January this year will be our 12th.
Okay.
Yes.
What has surprised you the most about marriage?
About marriage?
Yes.
That just when you think that you have a hang of it,
yes,
then it throws something new at you. You know, like just when my first surprise with marriage was, it got to a point I was tired of music. So I told Anita, when I'm done, I want to do a master's and get a job, regular job. I'm tired of waiting, trying to catch this dragon. It's not real. And then she said, if you're going to stop this music there, then we have to stop the marriage. I said, why? And then she said, well, I went to law school. I met many lawyers. If I wanted to marry a lawyer, I could easily find one of the lecturers or one of my seniors. I wanted to marry an artist. So if you are going to stop and become a lawyer, then I don't think I'll be happy in this marriage. And you know me, I don't stick around. I don't endure. I only enjoy. Yes. I was shocked.
Wow.
I was. She blew my mind. So I was sitting there and I said, did you just say that? She said, yes. So are you married to me because I'm a champion? She said, yes. And then she asked me, incredible. I'm married to you because you are you. There's a whole 9 yards. I'm happy you are a gentleman and all that. But the thing about you that is exciting for me is the fact that you are an artist and you create. That's what
I always wanted to marry an artist.
Yes. So if you are going to stop this thing and become a go to law school there, it will affect the marriage. You look. Wow. First time. Like I had never received such open candidness before in my life.
Wow.
Yes. I think this is in getting to the beginning of our first year in marriage. So I said, this girl, I'll show her something. Then I played Warsaw. I wanted to show her something.
That's right.
Yes. That is the first one. And then the second thing that she did that was quite intriguing for me is that, sometimes in marriage you talk about fantasies, about strange things that you can never do. Yeah, she always tells me, if I didn't marry you, I would have married a white man. I said, so what? I mean, because the disparity is great. I would have married an old white man if I didn't marry you. So I said, things like that. Another thing that shocked me was, Anika can see a gentleman and say, this is a very good looking man. He's sexually appealing. I'm like, what is this? And I first I didn't understand. I didn't receive her candidness with open-mindedness. Then I came to realize that it's a blessing.
Yeah.
So this is one that will not lie to you, that will not pretend,
yes,
that will not, Honest, foolishly honest.
Yeah.
And I think she picked it from her father. Before I married her, her father called me and said, I have studied, you've been coming to my house for 3 years. You can't marry my daughter. So I said, why? He said, oh, yeah, die will. I said, what is die will? So, na sweating. I give you 3 weeks more. Go and study her again and come back. So I went back and said, well, who? He said, there was So when we went ahead and got married, 7 years later, he called me and reminded me of the gesture. I said, oh, guys, over funny, come catch us and Nenia they want me. Okoya wako huni wahu isi wahu. And I told you, oh, me who you was so fioko. You know, so those are some of the things. I think that in a marriage, the children are also shocking me, asking like very difficult questions.
Yes.
But I think that I have been fortunate enough to get a wife that will tell you exactly what's on her mind. And sometimes it's shocking.
No, but I think that in that case, you and your wife are very alike, because you don't know how to lie
at all. At all.
You don't know how to lie. You are very, very honest.
Yes.
Very, 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 very honest.
Yes. Thank you.
Indeed, sometimes your honesty gets you into trouble.
Yes. Yes.
Because you do not know how to avoid certain questions.
It's true.
You know, once they've asked, you would answer.
Yes, honestly.
You would answer as honestly as possible. So it doesn't surprise me, because if she had also asked you similar questions, she would have had very honest answers.
Yes. And another time that I think about 4 years ago, we were going to Takoradi for an event. You know, whenever we are going with the band, we'll be on a bus, and then Abuakese and I would sometimes be in a private car.
Okay.
Either we go a day before for the interview, then the band will come later. Or sometimes I'll go with the band. So this Anika said, oh, she wants me to just drive, because she obviously a bon komo kwan. So in a long time,
just the two of you.
Just the two of us. In a long time, we had not spoken at length like that much. So when we got to like Cape Coast, then I started asking her that I'm going to get a PhD, and then I'll become a consultant for the Ministry of Education, and I'll become president of Ghana, market on the world, 12 years from now. So I'm telling you, I'm just going on about grandiose ideas. And then I asked her, now you cry, what are you going to become? And then she said I should give her 5 minutes. So 5 minutes later, she said, I want to become the lady that supported Ochiame Kwame to do whatever he wanted to do. That was also a shocking moment.
To become the president of Ghana?
Yes. Whatever. Oh, I don't know if I want to become president now. But at that time.
Oh, please become president. I need just one road contract. One road contract. That would be just one road contract. I mean, that is all I want. You know, I think that should make my life. From Cape Coast to Elmina. That is all I want.
Uncle Ebo,
I quite not say you and say you with a contract.
Uncle Ebo, you know that when I'm president, I cannot give you road contract because I have not seen you do one road. However, I can give you Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, because I've seen your contribution towards that.
I'm not coming into government to be for a title.
Uncle, the whole you.
Oh, you're a pesca.
It's not true.
Okay. If there's any other job you can also give me, give me the position that would enable me to legalize weed. That's right. The export of weed.
Okay. Uncle Ebo.
And Kebenyesco.
But Uncle Ebo, me so.
Me
no one because I woke up through plane. Now say pilot and say, wait, I'm smoking a spliff. I'll be back in a minute.
Yes.
Would you get on board?
Yes. It will be a fun drive. It will be a fun flight.
It
will be a fun flight.
Okay, operation. Now Surgeon General say, oh, tell him to just be on the
because
medication.
I'm going to have a joint.
I'll be back.
No. So I'm supposed to operate upon you. Okay, I'm Dr. So, but I need to have this joint. Let's say, we are in the zone. We are on this. I can't even see your pulse, but it's all right. And then once you are in the zone, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Just do something. Just go and let's go.
I'm gonna say, I want America.
The mic.
I did we move America. Your friend, dog it. I'm gonna say, you try light mo. Only light. What do you read back on? Daddy, we don't have light, oh dog.
Yeah. No, Ojame, the thing is this, that I've studied the World Economic Order.
Mm-hmm.
If we was grown in Europe, or even in America, North America, and at the end of they would have found a way of legalizing it and forcing it upon us.
It's true. That's true.
And so I have decided that we should give them a taste of their own medicine. And so, since it is grown here, on Kafram Plains, there will be no other plant.
It's true.
But Uncle,
I agree with you totally that it should be legalized, but it should not be smoked. Legalized, it should be farmed, it should be harnessed, it should be made into tea. But the whole idea of packing it in paper and adding fire to it in a day.
No, I have exported my product. What you choose to do with it, I haven't said you should use it.
Uncle, we export cocoa as one person. It comes back here as $10. It will come back.
Oh, it won't come back. We'll have plenty here. Anyway, that is my fantasy.
Yes.
When I become president, and it's the reason why I'm sure I will never be president.
Yes.
Because and this is one of the safest dreams of me as president that I can put out. There are others that are not too safe. Amma, we seem to have neglected you, so let's come back to you. Amma, how is he?
Uncle, he's fine.
Good news happening.
And no video.
But you know that your new status is going to put a bit of pressure on the relationship.
Yeah, it's already started.
Wow. Oh, but he's strong enough to know that he can cope with any competition. Or have you given him an indication that he may not measure up when some competition come around?
Oh no, Uncle, you know me. No.
Yeah, I do.
Hey.
And I know him. Young man, move him. Have you started talking about marriage? Not yet.
No.
Wait, the last time I checked, one of you did not want the talk to go into marriage. I won't put it out here. It will shock people if I put it out here. But through this relationship, what have you learnt about Amma? Because I believe that every relationship helps us to discover ourselves. What have you learnt about Amma through the current relationship?
I've learned that I'm actually very strong-headed.
Yeah.
And yes, I know what I want, stand for what I want, and nothing can sway me.
Okay.
Because in the past relationships, I was everything the other person wanted me to be. But this time, it's like I know this is who I am, this is what I want. If it's not good enough for you, it's fine. But I'm going to stand by what I believe in.
Okay.
So that I know now that I'm a strong-headed person and I know what I want.
Is being strong-headed not the middle name of every woman? Abizi, what's it say?
Uncle Manny Mike.
Strong-headed.
Abisi.
Uncle, you know,
Yes.
I have paid attention to my mother. I've
Okay.
never been married to her before. So
Thank God.
Yes. so maybe
Thank God.
maybe what I'm about to say is an assumption.
Okay.
But when I look at my mother and look at my wife, I think that it's not all women are strong-headed, because my mom is soft-headed. But Annika, on the other hand, that is the definition of strong-headed.
Have you asked your father for confirmation?
You know, when I was 18, I asked my father, why did you marry my mother? And then he asked me to give him some time for an answer. So I went to school, came back the following semester, and then he sat me down and told me. He said that because my mother is intelligent, he knew that if he married someone who is intelligent, since intelligence is from the feminine, his children will be intelligent. That was the first reason. And so my mother is intelligent and tolerant, but even her, I should look at the things she does. So your question is legitimate. I don't think my father thought my mother was soft-headed. But from looking at my mother, you know, she's my mother.
No, as a son, from a distance, yes. All of us thought our mothers were the ideal women, but our fathers will have a very different story to tell. We'll have a very different story to tell, because, Ochami, I have a philosophy that if you've never gone to bed with a woman, don't vouch for her patience and her tolerance, because that act changes everything.
Really? Tell me about it.
It changes the dynamics of how a woman relates to you. She now feels very comfortable being herself with you. She doesn't have to put on a mask. She doesn't have to pretend, because after all, the most precious thing about her, she's giving you.
It's true.
So with you, she feels I can be me, unadorned, unadulterated me, and hope that you can take who she is, just as she is. And,
okay, let me say something.
Okay.
So Aristotle died, was it Plato? And then he went to heaven.
Okay.
So in heaven, he met God. He said, you know what? I was able to understand logic, form, structure, everything. But one thing I couldn't understand was a woman. Then God told Aristotle, look around you. Even I don't understand. That's why I never have a wife.
Kwame, whoever reported that got the wrong story.
Okay. Okay.
The right story is this. When he made a complaint, God said, look at me carefully. That's why I'm a woman.
But then for God so loved the world.
Yes.
That he gave his only begotten son.
Yes.
Whosoever believe in him.
Yes.
So which God are you talking about?
I'm talking about the God who talks about mankind and not womankind.
Okay. Hands up. But actually, I honestly think that God is a woman. Totally. I think so. Totally. If God had sex,
in Genesis, there's a trick there. There's something that nobody preaches on. When the Bible says that in his image he made them, male and female made he them. It means he's both male and female. The Gans have it right.
Asantes have it right.
Because the Gans will give you the ata na nyomo. Both sides. And then there's, yes, you're right. Also. Yeah. Yeah. And so, so don't mind Aristotle. I mean, don't mind Aristotle. On heaven or heaven, you will get it right. But Amma, what question do you have in mind for a man? What is it about men you don't understand? Because I'll give him the chance to ask you what about women he doesn't understand, then you would answer for a woman.
Yes,
Shoot, ask me.
mine is simple. I've never understood why a man couldn't love one woman, keep her in his heart, and be dedicated to her for the rest of his life. I've not, well, apart from you, maybe I've not heard.
No, please don't put me in that category. Debbie. Don't vie for me on that one.
All
because
right. I don't know.
no, I have a heart that used to fall in love every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks.
Wow.
Every 2 weeks, I'll meet a girl and I'll go, oh my goodness, this one. This one. And then after a while, I realized, every 2 weeks, I meet somebody. So now it became, so as soon as I drive past a girl and she's all in my mind and everything, I say, yeah, man, give yourself 2 weeks, it will go.
Wow.
So I'm a 2 weeks man.
Wow.
2 weeks, I'll forget you. You go, another one will come. But answer your question.
Okay, so
I'm not correct. I am not.
So you say you don't understand why a man
cannot be faithful, cannot stick with one woman.
Okay,
Because
so
like if you stick to one woman, then you focus on achieving those high dreams.
okay, so I have an answer for you.
All right.
The answer is very simple. It's because of evolution. So, just as Buddha puts it, it is man's responsibility to detach from his monkey mind. So, every human, 95% of our thing, you know that the brain is divided into 4 main parts. There's the subconscious, the conscious, unconscious, and the superconscious. 95% of that brain is the same as the one for the monkey. It is just the conscious mind, which is less than 3% of your mind, that can actually do good and be serviceable and be focused and be attached or be connected to God. You know, so usually man's evolutionary memory tells him that his forefather was polygamous. His forefather was polygamous. So even though man knows that to be married or to be monogamous is the best ideal thing to do, his whole body, which is not just the brain in the head, the whole cell knowledge tells him that he is polygamous. And so if you look, more than 99% of all animals are polygamous. The lion, the tiger, the wolf, the bird, the dog, every animal is polygamous. So it is just man working with his monkey mind. But I want to tell you that I've been with my wife for 12 years. I've never cheated on my wife. I have never. But not to say that it doesn't cross my mind that sometimes I see some girl with big bulging hips, I should tap that one. But I just try my best to use the 3% of my superconscious mind to know that I have been married to Anika. She has given up everything to follow me, and we have 2 children. So if I go and have that 45 seconds of orgasmic experience, I destroy this whole beautiful culture that I have with her. But the challenge is to be able to have awareness. So why is that? But you should know that it's not just men who think like that. Women are also polygamous. All women are polygamous. Hey. The same way all men are polygamous. But because you are more intuitive and more intelligent, you are more inclined to looking at the group good over the personal good. But all of us are polygamous.
Okay.
Did I answer the question?
Yes. Makes 100% sense.
Baby, or they go fire no. With percentages saying that I mean, we'll leave it there. Your turn to ask a question for all men, on behalf of all men.
Okay, so one thing that I don't understand about women is that how are you able to have all this intuition, but still you allow men to dominate you?
And 3%.
Uncle.
Yeah. want to
experience Nisha. I would like to call on somebody to assist me. This somebody is called Efe Nkrumah.
Professor. Efe, we have a seat for you. She called the lawyer. Pick it, come with the mic. There's a mic there. So Amma has decided to use all her strength by calling a friend. All right, who wants to be a millionaire? The question: with all the intelligence, with all the intuition of women, why do they allow themselves to be manipulated by a man? You can also call
a friend.
A friend.
Abisika just left the studio.
No, she didn't leave. She ran. She ran.
I was gonna ask for 5 minutes.
But hold on.
Yeah.
Kwame.
Uncle.
I think it is not even the fact that they allow a man to dominate them. The question I would want to know is, with all that intelligence, why do they end up with a wrong choice sometimes? As for dominating them, I have discovered that it is women's way of dominating us. When you think you are dominating a woman, she's giving you permission to feel that way.
I know. It's true.
And so they don't quite allow us to dominate them. They decide for whatever reason, say, you, on this matter, me for you. I would like you to have your way. She has a bigger agenda in mind, and she knows that I'm going to let you have this so that this one I can take from you without you complaining. They run us, and they run us so totally. And the more they love us, the more they run us. Except that when they truly love you, they run you for your own sake and for your own good. As against when they don't love you, in which case they run you for some other purposes. But when a woman really loves you, she's running you for your best self. And so that is it. But no man can dominate a woman if the woman doesn't hasn't given you permission to do so. It's not possible. You can't do it. They are too intelligent for that, and they know it. And the moves they would make, they can decide whether you're going to be happy or sad in the day. They can decide that. One of my soldier friends, retired soldier, he was a captain in the army, and he tells the story. This is his own confession, and he told me this story in the presence of his wife. He said he had warned this girl, and about the 4th year or 5th year of their marriage, he said one day, when both of them were in a very happy mood, he said, you have no idea what kind of strategy I deployed to win you. What kind of planning and strategy I deployed to win you. If you knew that one, you would celebrate me even more. And the lady asked him, what kind of strategy? What strategy? Go and ask the woman, the lady, because both of them had a mutual friend who had a shop. Go and ask your friend in whose shop you cited me for the first time. And ask her what I told her 6 months before you spoke to me. Said 6 months before that encounter with you in the shop, I told her that I was going to marry you. Because she had seen the man drive past and waved at this friend who ran the shop and said, who is that? So I like him, I'll marry him. And so he's not like that, he's not into women. He said, no, I'll marry him. And 6 months later, she put together a plan and got him to come chase her into the shop and take her out and think that he was chasing her, But no, we plan under that. You are just running the distance. So let no men kill themselves.
Because
they have the agenda.
Because even Anika told her mother when she was 16 that she was going to marry me.
When she was 16?
Yes, this is 6 years before we met.
No, say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Anika told her mother when she was 16 that you see Achiame, you see the slim one. That's the one I'm going to marry.
And at that time, you hadn't met her?
No, this is 6 years before we met. 6 years before we met.
That's interesting.
Yes, you can ask her.
Because I'm sure she saw you on the show.
She had seen me on TV.
Okay.
So the day she positioned herself to be seen by me when I went to Love FM.
That's right.
I told her, wow, you are beautiful. I like you. She said, I like you too. Yeah, I said, okay. And then she said, well, when I'm done from here, I'm going home. I said, if you can wait for me to finish this interview, I will drop you. She said, yes, I'll wait for you. We waited 2 hours. He said, we went to the house. She said, oh, but no man has ever dropped me in this house before, so you have to come and greet my dad. So I went to greet the dad, and then I became friends with the dad, and then I got scared, so I couldn't treat her like one of those girls.
Yeah.
Yes.
6 years before.
Before. Yes.
And you still ask the question why they allow men to dominate them.
Because I'm not dominating her, I don't want to dominate her.
No woman, no, they don't. We don't dominate them. They give us permission to think we are dominating them. One of the most beautiful poems I've read is the one in which the woman goes to God and is chatting with God, and he said, "Why do the men think they run the world, God? When it is you and I running the world?" He said, "Well, that's our secret. Please, let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way." Yes, you said we should give you 5 minutes to answer.
Wow. Well, I feel like what I was thinking is along the same lines of what you said.
Okay.
And I was trying to go to the Bible.
Okay.
And I remembered the word helpmeet, not helpmate,
Okay.
which is what, a lot of modern translations make it that. And then the churches say, oh, she's there to be your helper. But the helpmeet, equal opposite.
Yeah.
And the Hebrew word is ezer kenegdo. Ezer is only ever used biblically for Ebenezer. That is rock, solid place, safety, rescue. And so when you think about it, and you match it with what Uncle was saying, to me, our job is to be a solid, intelligent rescuer for someone whose job is to love us unconditionally. So he's going to be more to make more mistakes. His job is to love you regardless, and your job is to be a safe haven for him. But I think because of culture, we view men as supposed to be rather our safe space, haven, rock, and for us to be the more pliable ones. But I think biblically it's the other way around. So you'll end up going for someone who someone else will say, how does this doesn't work? But actually it's supposed to work that way. As for the really obviously foolish ones, I think that must be our monkey mind. Yeah, but the one that it's like, oh, this is the one I'm willing to be that safety space for, then that one, it's the 3%.
Deep.
No, between super consciousness and monkey mind and 3% and Hebrew words. Solid rock and equal and opposite and things like that. I think I'm ready to end it.
Oh no!
So Amma, congratulations.
Thank you, Uncle.
I am so proud of you. Not because you won this. I'm proud of you because of who you are. This is only to let the world know why I am proud of her. So congratulations.
Thank you, Uncle.
And to the music director, Boss, I hope you watch this interview. Today we found an award though, with the Fedi Agro. Ochami, thank you very much. Always a delight to be with you.
Thank you.
Ochami, the next time you see Ochami here, he will be coming with a book. Ochami and his wife are working on a book that I'm going to write the preface to. And when the book comes out, this will be the first place they come to. And then we'll talk about the book, we'll talk about their journey. We'll talk about the journey that began 6 years before Ochami met. 6 years?
Yes, 6.
This is a boy I'm going to marry.
Yes. When you come to the house, the nickname for Anika is Meticulous.
No, Meti, that's fantastic. Fantastic. And then thank you to Inter. Inter for intelligent, because that is what the FA is. I receive it. And thank you very much to you for staying with us for another edition of Encore. Thank you to the team, Believe, Mr. Kitchen, Elijah, who I'm not too sure has eaten the whole day, Ken, Kwesi, and then I didn't know that Abiziga could run. Abiziga beat Usain Bolt today. I wish, next time, let's have a camera facing the door, because we should have captured this one. We'll come your way, God willing, next week. But Monday, go and vote if you are registered, and let us have a very safe and free elections. And stay safe. The second spike of corona is serious, so don't put this down. We'll see you again. God bless you.
Hey, Charlie. What's up? Chai, Roverman 2020, no contribution, no chop. But you pan 20 for this. See, I don't get nothing. The second baby just landed. So soon? But the first baby is just a year old.
That is why he has kept it a secret.
See, I just can't help it. My babe is fine.
Look who is talking. We have fine wives too,
but we plan our lives. Our wives take Secure.
Secure oral contraceptive pill is trusted by many women because it has helped them to effectively plan their families.
Jobo, have a discussion with your wife and go see your doctor or midwife for advice.
Charlie, you guys will peel my eyes for go pay it.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.